The American Academy of Pediatrics has issued urgent warnings about 7 products sitting in nurseries right now. Not recommendations, warnings. And the thing is, you probably registered for at least 3 of them. You bought them thinking you were being a good parent, keeping your baby safe, supporting their development. But what if I told you these products are doing the exact opposite? That they're creating delays you won't notice for months. Risks that don't announce themselves until it's too late. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 7 products that pediatricians are begging parents to stop using. And number 5, it's in 90% of homes. It's marketed as essential for safety, and it's one of the most dangerous things you can put in a crib. By the end of this, you'll look at your baby's room completely differently. Not because you've done something wrong, but because nobody told you what these products actually do. Let's start with the ones that are stealing something crucial from your baby: their ability to move. Product number 1, baby walkers. Here's what you need to know about baby walkers. And this isn't opinion, this is data. A study of 190 infants found that babies who used walkers walked 3 to 4 weeks later than babies who didn't. They also scored lower on developmental assessments at 10 and 14 months. But here's what makes this even worse. When your baby is in a walker, they're not learning to walk. They're learning a completely different movement pattern. They're on their toes. They're rolling. There's no balance required, no core strength needed, no problem solving about weight shifting, and all that time on the floor that looks like struggling, the wobbling, the falling, the trying again, that's not frustration. That's their nervous system building the pathways for independent movement. Every time your baby catches themselves before falling, their cerebellum is learning. Every time they pull up on furniture and their legs shake from effort, muscle memory is being encoded. The walker skips all of it. It gives them mobility without the development. Now add the safety issue. Walkers give babies speed before they have judgment. Suddenly your 8-month-old can reach the stairs, the hot stove, the table with the coffee cup. The American Academy of Pediatrics reviewed all the data and said this product shouldn't exist, and yet it's still sold everywhere, still given as gifts, still marketed to exhausted parents who just need 10 minutes of peace. Here's what actually works. Floor time. Lots of it. Hold their hands and let them practice walking with your support. Get them a sturdy push toy that doesn't roll easily, something they have to work to move. Your baby will walk when their body is ready, and they'll do it better, safer, stronger, without the walker. Product number 2, Bumbo seats and infant sitting devices. Quick question, how many of you have one of those molded foam seats that props babies upright before they can sit on their own? Here's what nobody tells you about these. Sitting isn't something you teach. It's something that develops from the inside out. When babies spend time on their bellies, rolling, pushing up on their arms, they're building deep core muscles, the kind that eventually make sitting possible. But when we prop them up artificially, we're putting pressure on a spine that isn't ready. We're bypassing the muscle development that has to come first. Think about it this way. Imagine someone locked you into a position you didn't have the strength to hold and then walked away. That's what these seats do. They force a posture the body hasn't earned yet. And here's the other problem. When babies are stuck in these seats, they can't move, they can't reach, they can't explore. They're just there, immobile. And movement is how babies learn about their world. The solution is simple. Floor time. Let your baby figure out sitting the way evolution designed. They'll push up from their tummy into side lying, then into sitting with hands forward for support. Eventually they'll sit independently because their body built the strength for it. And when that happens, sitting becomes functional. They can reach, they can twist, they can play, because their muscles are ready. But delaying physical milestones might not be the most damaging thing on this list, because the next products interfere with something even more fundamental: how your baby's brain learns to think and communicate. Product number 3, screen time and educational baby videos. Take a deep breath. I'm about to talk about screens, and I know half of you are already getting defensive, but stay with me. Here's what the research shows. Actual peer-reviewed studies. For babies under 2, screens don't teach. They delay language. They delay social development. But my baby loves videos. They're so focused. Exactly. That's the problem. Your baby's eyes are tracking bright colors. Their attention is captured by rapid movement. But that's not learning. That's hijacked attention. Here's what matters. Babies learn language from back and forth interaction with real humans. They need to babble and have you respond. They need to point at something and hear you name it. They need to watch your face change expression when you talk. Videos can't do that. Even the interactive ones can't respond to your specific baby's specific sounds in real time. But there's something else happening that nobody talks about. That rapid stimulation, the quick cuts, the flashing colors, the constant sensory assault, it makes real life seem boring. Real conversations are slower, real play is quieter, and babies start craving that intense stimulation, which makes it harder for them to engage with the patient, responsive interactions their brain actually needs. Now, I'm not saying your baby is ruined if they've seen a screen, but here's what I am saying. Every minute in front of a screen is a minute not spent in the kind of interaction that builds language. A baby who watches 2 hours of educational videos will hear thousands of words. But a baby who spends those same 2 hours with a caregiver being talked to, sung to, read to, they'll hear more words in context, with emotional tone, with facial expressions, with back and forth rhythm. That's where language lives. So what do you do when you need a break? Because you're human. Sometimes you need 10 minutes to make dinner. Put your baby in a safe play space with simple toys. Even if they fuss, they're learning to entertain themselves. They're developing attention span. Or talk to them while you cook. Narrate what you're doing. I'm cutting carrots now. Hear that sound? Now they're going in the pot. It feels silly. It's language gold. Product number 4. Overly stimulating toys that light up and make noise. Let's talk about toys that flash, beep, sing, and basically perform for your child. These toys don't encourage curiosity. They demand attention. Watch what happens when a child plays with a toy that does everything. The toy makes the noise. The toy controls the action. The toy dictates the play. Your child becomes a passive audience member, not a creator. Now watch what happens with simple toys. Blocks, a wooden spoon in a pot, a cardboard box. Suddenly your child has to imagine what it becomes. They create the story. They figure out how things fit together. That's where executive function develops. That's where creativity is born. That's problem solving in real time. Plus, simple toys are naturally calming. There's no competition for attention. Play becomes focused and intentional. I'm not saying throw out every electronic toy, but notice what your child actually gravitates toward when given a choice. You might find that the $50 light-up toy sits in the corner while they spend an hour with the box it came in. That's not a toy failure. That's your child's brain craving the open-ended play it needs. Now, everything we've covered affects development over time, but this next category is different. These products are dangerous right now, today, and parents need to know immediately. Product number 5. Infant sleep positioners and cushioned sleep pods. We need to pause here, because I'm about to tell you about products that health organizations have issued urgent safety warnings about. And yet, I guarantee you've seen them recommended in parenting groups this week. Infant sleep positioners, cushioned sleep pods, those cozy-looking nests that promise better sleep and less reflux. This is the one product on this list that genuinely scares me. The American Academy of Pediatrics is crystal clear. Babies should sleep on a firm, flat surface with nothing else in the crib, not soft cushions, not positioning devices, nothing. There are 2 reasons. First, immediate safety. Soft surfaces restrict natural movement and increase suffocation risk. Even if your baby seems comfortable, these products create dangerous situations. But here's what gets talked about less: the developmental impact. When babies sleep on firm, flat surfaces, they naturally move during sleep. They turn their heads, they shift weight, they adjust position. Those small movements strengthen muscles and develop motor skills. Cushioned pods restrict all of that. There's also a sensory component. A bare crib lets your baby see their environment, track light and shadows, hear sounds clearly. It's gently stimulating. Cushion pods create a visually enclosed space that reduces sensory input. But what about flat spots on their head? Valid concern. The solution isn't a sleep positioner. It's more tummy time when awake, varying which direction they face in the crib, holding them more. Bottom line, a firm bare crib is a safe crib. Use a fitted sheet, a wearable blanket for warmth. Nothing else. I know it looks stark, but it's what keeps your baby safest. Product number 6. Swings and vibrating seats as primary soothing tools. Look, I understand. When you're holding a crying baby for the 3rd hour straight, a swing that can take over feels like a miracle. These products promise relief. But here's what we trade. Attunement. Attunement is when you learn your baby's rhythms, when you can tell their hungry cry from their tired cry, when you figure out that your baby calms with a specific swaying motion or a particular sound you make. That learning goes both ways. Your baby is learning your rhythm too, how you hold them, your scent, your heartbeat. That's how secure attachment forms. When a machine does the soothing, that reciprocal learning doesn't happen. Babies become dependent on mechanical motion. They need the swing to sleep. They can't settle without vibration. Here's the thing about human soothing. It's irregular. Your breathing changes. Your swaying isn't perfectly rhythmic, and that variability helps babies learn to regulate their own systems. They're learning to move between states, not stay locked in one. If you use a swing for a 5-minute bathroom break, reasonable. But if it becomes the primary way your baby falls asleep, we're creating a dependency that makes everything harder long-term. The alternative takes more work up front. Baby wearing, gentle rocking in your arms, skin-to-skin contact, consistent bedtime routines. But it builds something lasting. A baby who feels secure with you and develops their own capacity for self-soothing. Product number 7. Food pouches as primary feeding method. Food pouches are everywhere. No mess, no prep, perfectly portioned. Easy to travel with. For occasional use, they're fine. But when pouches become the main way a child eats, we rob them of crucial development. Let me show you what your baby is supposed to be learning during meals. They're learning to use their hands to pick up different textures. The force needed to grasp a slippery banana versus a firm cracker. They're developing fine motor skills bringing food to their mouth. They're strengthening oral muscles needed for chewing and eventually clear speech. They're also learning about food through all their senses. What does a blueberry feel like when you squeeze it? What does sweet potato smell like? What happens when I smash this avocado? When everything comes from a pouch, that sensory exploration doesn't happen. Food becomes uniform, smooth, requiring no chewing, no manipulation, no discovery. And there's something else. Self-feeding builds confidence. When your baby successfully gets food into their mouth, they light up. I did this. I'm capable. Pouches keep children dependent. Before you feel guilty, I understand the appeal. Mess is exhausting. But that mess is learning. Those smashed peas, that's cause and effect. That banana in their hair, that's sensory exploration and fine motor practice. Start with finger foods they can grasp. Offer different textures and temperatures. Let them explore with hands before they try eating. Give them a spoon to hold even if they can't use it yet. Yes, it will be messy. Put a mat down. Dress them in clothes you don't care about. That mess is temporary. The skills they're building last forever. Here's what's interesting about everything on this list. Every single one of these products was invented in the last 40 years. Baby walkers in the 1950s. Bumbo seats in the early 2000s. Food pouches in the last 15 years. Meaning millions of babies develop just fine without any of them. So why do we suddenly need them? We don't. But the baby product industry is worth $67 billion. And they're very good at making you think you do. These products weren't created with bad intentions. The companies believe they're helping, and parents who buy them are doing their best. But here's what I mean by quietly dangerous. These delays don't announce themselves. You don't get a notification that core strength isn't developing. There's no warning that language is lagging. It just happens slowly, until suddenly you're at the 18-month checkup and the pediatrician is asking questions you weren't expecting. Is she walking steadily? How many words is he saying? Can she feed herself with a spoon? And you're thinking, wait, I thought we were doing everything right. Here's the truth. Real development happens through movement, connection, touch, exploration, and time. It happens on the floor, in your arms, with simple toys, through messy meals, during ordinary moments that feel unremarkable. You don't need every trending product. You don't need the most expensive gear. What you need is trust. Trust that your baby's body and brain know what they need. Your job is to provide opportunities for natural development, not try to accelerate it. So here's what I want you to do. Don't throw out everything tonight, but take 5 minutes. Walk through your home and ask one question. Is this product doing something my baby should be learning to do themselves? That's it. One question. It will change everything. Your presence, your patience, your willingness to let development unfold at its own pace. That's more powerful than anything money can buy.